Hello, party people! Welcome back to another episode of your favorite, wonderful, oh yes, most greatest podcast on the internet, one day at least. I'd swipe right to that. And with me today, I have my wonderful co host, the wonderful, most whitest, but also Asian, Ian Castro. And then to the side, the most wonderful Italian freaking Grant Michael Smith.
I had pasta for dinner tonight, so that's perfect.
Speaking of food, we're going to be talking about restaurants, your favorite chains. If I'm not mistaken, I believe my co host here, Ian, has come up with a couple of restaurants for us to talk about. Is that correct?
That is correct. So we looked up a list of top full service restaurants, or most popular full service restaurants in the United States. And as I was starting to make the list, I realized that this restaurant kind of was similar to this restaurant, and so on and so forth. So we're kind of going to do a little bit of a special format today, where we're kind of doing a would you rather eat at this place. And some of these, at least to me, are going to be a little hard. Grant and Noel don't know the list just yet. I only made it a couple minutes ago. Uh, so let's get started with Italian food, just because we have our Italian boy right here, Grant Smith. So boys, would you rather eat at Olive Garden or Carrabba's?
Mamma mia.
I guess just based off quality, I'd say Carrabba's, I'm pretty sure. Because it's
Mm.
like scratch food. So they make it, at least they say, um, on the spot when you order it and you got to wait for it, you know what I mean? But I've only eaten there like once or twice, to be honest, if you may. Definitely been to Olive Garden more.
I mean, when you go to Olive Garden, your family, you know, like
Your family?
your family. That's their slogan. You know,
Oh, okay.
you eat there, your
I didn't know that.
family. I mean, Olive Garden. I think they have a superior bread. I mean, the breadsticks you just can't compete. Like, I mean, Carrabba's they got like the slices of bread, and they have like the little olive oil that you dip it
Olive,
in. But like it ain't the same as getting a
definitely more
full
healthy.
6 inch to 8 inch breadstick in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't
Pop.
sell Carrabba's bread at the store, you know? Like, I believe they have the Olive Garden bread that you can buy at the store. So, that's a great point. In terms of the bread that you get before the meal, it's probably going to be Olive Garden for me. What
Mm.
I always associate these two restaurants with would be like homecoming or prom, because these are the homecoming and prom spots. Like every single fall dance, like around that season, you're gonna see a bunch of tweens dressed up on their basically their first date in these restaurants. And you know, I think we all did that ourselves back in the day.
Yeah,
Um,
no, 100%.
I
yeah,
didn't have any
I
dates. No, I'm just kidding.
oh,
I've even taken the
um,
Maya to freaking Olive Garden.
yeah. If
So,
if I if I had to choose, I'm leaning towards Olive Garden on this one.
In terms of food, I feel like I like Olive Garden more, but that's just because I've had it more often than I have Carrabba's.
indeed.
Like I'm trying to remember the last meal I had at Carrabba's, to be honest. And I feel like it was maybe when I accepted my job, like to celebrate. I think we might have went to Carrabba's, and that was like 2 years ago now. So I haven't had
Mm.
Carrabba's in 2 years. It's crazy to
And when
think
was the
about.
last time you went to Olive Garden?
Probably sooner. Probably in the last 6
Yeah.
months, maybe at least once.
Yeah.
You don't sound too confident.
Damn. Yeah. You know what? He's not going to some restaurant where they're gonna make the Italian food for him. He's making his own pasta. He's making his own rigatone. He's making his own gabagool.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, agreed. Me too, man.
I feel like
Watch
in
that
terms of
phone.
quality food, Carrabba's is probably better, but we just don't go to it that often.
Yeah.
Let's
That's-
change the question. Like, what if it was which place you taking your girl out to?
Mm.
Carrabba's.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, probably Carrabba's, I guess. But I took my
Yeah.
Olive Garden like a dummy.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
But we've also
was
been
that
to
across the
Carrabba's.
board? Is that across the board Olive Garden for this one at least?
I'd say so.
I will say Olive Garden, yes. Just because
Okay.
I haven't been to Carrabba's enough. And I would also going to say Carrabba's is likely more expensive.
True.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you're trying to eat on a budget, man, then
Okay.
Olive Garden will at least provide you that
Yeah.
on a
All right.
semi-budget. Don't be as budget as McDonald's, of course, but you feel me.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So here's this next one that I have, and I don't agree. I don't. Maybe you guys have a different opinion, but when I looked up Texas Roadhouse, I looked up Texas Roadhouse restaurants that are similar, and it says that Texas Roadhouse number one competitor is the Cheesecake Factory.
Uh-huh.
No.
So I put these. Yeah, that's what Google said. Just a quick Google search. So Texas Roadhouse or Cheesecake Factory on this one. This is kind of the one they're not that similar, at least in my head, but that's what
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
internet
'cause then-
said.
Where does Longhorn Steakhouse compete? Because like my mind goes immediately to Longhorn Steakhouse versus like
So
Texas
that's
Roadhouse, right?
I'm not gonna spoil that one. That is coming up.
Oh.
That's next actually. So
Very good.
we'll focus on
Uh,
these two. But yeah, okay. So I'm swiping left on the fact that Cheesecake Factory is a competitor with Texas Roadhouse. Two different vibes.
Yeah, bro. Big facts.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory is like all. I mean, like you said, just two different vibes. I don't even know if Cheesecake Factory has a much bigger menu. Friggin', it's a lot more busier. Gosh, I don't even know if I've been to a Texas Roadhouse though. To be honest with you, been to Longhorn Steakhouse, but and I've also been to Manny's, and that, oh my goodness, that was horrible. But anyways, though, Cheesecake Factory is about not that it's not completely about the desserts, but Texas Roadhouse is obviously going to focus on steak and barbecue and stuff like that. So I'm going to pick Cheesecake Factory just because I love me some of them specialty cheesecakes they got.
Okay. Grant.
But yeah,
I'd also have to go with Cheesecake Factory. It's iconic, like Noah mentioned, the menu, the variety of cheesecakes. I mean, like personally, I feel like I go more for the cheesecake
Than anything
versus
else.
versus the actual food. I mean, like the entrees, they're good, but I think you really go for the cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
That's a real experience. I sound like a real big back right now saying that, but still. But shit.
So what's crazy to me is I live in Gainesville, and everything is very close together in terms of just space. And Cheesecake Factory always busy. It's in a busy plaza here. Texas Roadhouse always busy. Like there's always going to be a wait at both of these places. So in terms of popularity, at least from what I've seen here in this city, is that both of them are kind of competing with each other just because of how many people are like at both of these restaurants. But we've all agreed that they are different vibes. If I had to choose between a southern style meal or some bomb ass cheesecake, it's gonna be bomb ass cheesecake.
You would eat that more often, like you would feel like you'd crave that more.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a date spot as well. Like it can be like Cheesecake Factory is honestly like an anniversary spot where for anniversaries or first dates, it's definitely
Mhm.
more of a romantic vibe. Like I don't know if anyone's gonna be taking their first date to a Texas Roadhouse and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people who will,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I know,
I
but I
completely
also
get
don't
what
like
you're
wearing
saying, though.
plaid. So like I don't wear a plaid shirt all the time.
I
Nah,
feel
definitely not.
I feel like, what if your date just had an opinion though, like on your freaking
No,
barbecue choice?
I know. I don't want my date to have an opinion. That's what we're.
No,
What if your date had like thoughts?
Oh
I
god.
mean, like,
Like,
what if they were super picky though on their barbecue? Like, what if they're like, oh, you took me to like a Texas Roadhouse and not like Sonny's Barbecue? Kill yourself. Like,
ooh, you're right. And guess what? Sonny's Barbecue started here in Gainesville. First one ever is here.
Mm,
It's
nice,
true.
nice.
Yeah.
Chipotle started
Um.
here.
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
I drive by it every now and then.
That's cool.
in
Denver,
Florida?
Colorado.
Denver, Colorado. Okay, so that was that another sweep of Cheesecake Factory across the board?
Oh yeah.
Looks like it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we are all agreed on Olive Garden. We're all agreed on Cheesecake Factory. Grant
We're picking the
alluded
most
to it
basic
already.
options.
Yeah. um, Outback Steakhouse or Longhorn.
Ah,
Mm,
Yeah,
this
right.
easy.
Oh, that's easy for you.
Yep.
I actually kind of easy for me as well. I think.
I'm picking Outback.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. I
wow!
just
I
love that
was
whole
not
vibe,
expecting that.
the down under,
Okay.
and I love that. You know, it feels like I'm kind of getting this Australian cooking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've been
for
to both,
me,
but I prefer Outback. Mm-hmm.
I've actually never been to Outback. I think,
Oh
Huh.
man,
to be
it's hard.
honest,
It's
I
okay.
like. I want to try a bloomin' onion because I hear that's the big thing. Have you guys experienced the bloomin' onion? Can you attest to it,
I didn't try that. I was crazy.
Ian?
In general, I do like bloomin' onions. They are going to be very filling, so you're going to want to make sure you're not getting that, like getting full off of that before your steak meal or whatnot. But okay, wow. When you said it was going to be obvious, honestly was not expecting him to say Outback because my
Sorry.
obvious, for me is Longhorn. I kind of like I'm looking at the menu right now. Flo's Filet. That's what it's called. FLO
Dang, we allowed to
dash
do that?
S. What?
We allowed to do that?
Allowed to do what?
Look at the
Look at the
menu.
menu.
You can if you want. I don't like. I don't think
I'm looking at menus.
it's against the rules. Yeah, look at the menus, bro. But yeah, like I just like like you said, the atmosphere of Outback. I kind of like the atmosphere of Longhorn. So this may be
Mm-hmm.
the first split. Grant, you said you were Longhorn.
I guess I'm Longhorn. I never had
Yeah,
Outback to have an opinion. I would like to have an opinion,
yeah.
but I do not have an opinion. I'm like the person in my last question. I don't have an opinion.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit. Yeah. Damn, you're right. Maybe the next date that you go on, take them to Outback, and that can be an experience for you, for both of you.
There
I'm
you
gonna try
go.
that. I'm gonna
Hell
try that.
yeah. Okay. So that was the first 2 and 1. Okay. So do we let's go to this vibe. Before like Outback and Longhorn kind of steak dinner type of vibes. Let's go back to some just straight up chicken wings, boneless, bone in. But where are you getting them from? Are we going to Buffalo Wild Wings? Or are we going to Hooters?
Oh my goodness.
I was ready for this.
You were, oh my god.
You should have done. You should have done
For
Hooters.
our audience
Hooters.
who will not, I don't know what is going on. Um,
Hooters and
Message
Twin
in the
Peaks.
team's group chat. He sent a Femboy Hooters card.
And you.
Thank you for
no.
choosing Femboy Hooters. Come on in, take a seat, and enjoy our nice selection of Femboy meat and drink.
If you go to the menu, they have special services as well too. On their drink menu.
I don't know if I want to read those.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. We'll put that in the show notes maybe.
I'll pick Buffalo Wild Wings. Just because we've eaten there so
Buffalo Wild
often, I have so many good memories.
Yeah.
I am
We've had a
100%.
lot of our boys eating
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, when we all lived in Orlando for a good amount of time, the only time that we would see each other like all in one spot was at a Buffalo Wild Wings. So that's pretty fun. My main thing is that if you want a certain game on there, like a baseball game, good luck at Buffalo Wild Wings. And you're gonna ask them multiple times. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll get to that," and then they will never put it on.
Sad.
So that's like my only thing with them.
Have
But
you tried
yeah,
using
okay, so
your
that's it.
speaking voice? Have you tried yelling?
I try. Excuse me. And that's how I talk to the Hooters waiters. Okay.
You sound like a Hooters waiter.
Excuse me. Okay.
Oh my!
Buffalo Wild Wings across the board.
Look at that, man.
So we had the steak dinner.
They got
had the
options
wings.
for everybody there.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Next.
had? Oh, sorry.
No,
Yes, have
you
you-
go
have you-
first, bro.
Have you guys had the cheese curds at Buffalo Wild Wings?
I've had cheese curds from Zaxby's and Culver's, but I don't think they're. Maybe I don't know.
Gotta try them at B Dubs, baby. They are good.
So we're
And have
bringing
you
out
had-
the B-dubs now.
Yes. Oh, you got to. It's B Dubs, baby.
Yeah, it's B-dubs, baby. I was wondering when someone was gonna say it. B-dubs.
There you go.
Baby.
The
What?
way it's-
Okay. Before we get to the next selection here, if it's too hard, you could say your top three. But Grant, either favorite or top three wing flavors.
So Buffalo Wild Wings does have orange chicken as a flavor, and it's actually pretty good. I like that, as well as General Tso's, like Asian overall.
Mhm.
And then probably like a honey barbecue or garlic parmesan. I'd probably have to put garlic parmesan in like the last tier. It's good, but I like my barbecue over that. And then with some ranch, yeah. Noel, what about you?
Yeah, for me, it would be Asian Zing. That's my top one. And then barbecue's number two, right? Let me some barbecue because that's just in general. And then buffalo medium or hot. Yes, classics.
Yeah.
But garlic parm is really good too, but I have to place it lower down on my list.
Okay, so it wouldn't crack the top three.
Asian
Damn.
Zing number one.
Yeah.
Basically
for
sweet chili,
me-
I guess.
Yeah, sweet Thai chili, something like that.
Mhm.
For me, top of the like at any restaurant that I'm going to that has wings, it's always my one is going to be mango habanero. I love spicy food, so if they have like a list of 10 sauces and they're in order of how spicy they are, I usually like to get the second spiciest, whatever that is. Like sometimes it's called atomic, or sometimes it's called mouth pussy, or something. I don't know, like something like that.
Whoa.
So, I don't know. But so those would be like my top two, and then the third one would probably be like something barbecue or something related to that.
Are we swiping right, or are we swiping right on blue cheese or right on ranch? We're picking between
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese all the way.
Ah, Die.
Yeah, no, man. When you said ranch, I was like, I don't know. I think Noel and I are blue cheese guys.
Yeah, blue cheese, man.
Yeah.
That's how it is, dude.
Ranch all
Yeah.
day, every day. Oh,
No, dude,
you're
sorry.
sick.
I
You're
like
sick.
I like chunks. I like chunks in my sauce, Grant.
You
Mm-hmm.
need to be locked up.
Ranch
I don't
tastes
want
like,
a liquid ass sauce.
yeah, bro.
Pain,
Mm-mm-mm.
pain,
I ain't trying to
pain.
have
All
that.
right. So we had the steak dinner. We had the wings. Let's get some breakfast, you know?
Ooh.
Well, are we going to Denny's? Or should we go to IHOP?
I'm going to, man, honestly, this is a tough one, though.
Oh,
It's a tough one.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, for me,
Because
it's
both got their
easy.
perks.
What
Mhm.
per? I mean, Denny's has the Grand Slam. I'll give you
Yeah.
that.
And they
But
24 hours, bro.
true. But
least
how
some of-
often, unless you're like a high school theater student, how often, I mean, are we
Bro.
going?
I be craving waffles at any time.
Really?
Yes. If
I mean,
I can
fair.
go get me
That's
some
valid.
waffles and sausage and stuff at freaking 3 a.m., I'm a happy man.
I mean, breakfast for dinner.
Especially because
that's
I'd
fair.
be having some late weekends sometimes. But IHOP, I feel, has like the better menu. More options. And I've eaten there more often.
International House of Pancakes.
Yes. Burgers at 1.2.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Are we swiping right or left on IHOP?
Mm,
I had one of the
they
burgers
never really,
during it. I'm like, it's just a burger.
they never really, uh, they never, whatchamacallit, like really committed to it. They never really committed to it. Like I never really saw it. Like it was mostly like online, I think. Did they ever change the name
Yeah.
anywhere?
They had apparently like did it for a few locations as part of the stunt. I'm trying to see
Interesting.
if there's any information I can find. They did it back in 2018. I
Oh,
think it
wow.
was
That's
primarily
so long ago.
just to like boost sales for their burgers
Understandably.
and try to get more people to come like during lunchtime and just try to like explore
Yeah.
the menu. But
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I feel like if they switched it back to pancakes, was it really that successful? You know?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't know people who go to IHOP for burgers. You know what I
No.
mean?
They don't exist. And if they do, it's they found out while they were there that there was burgers on the menu. Honestly, Grant, you said it when Noel said it. You're like, really? But this is kind of a tough one for me too. Like,
Mm.
yeah, like
I mean, I've had
yeah.
good like chicken and waffles at Denny's. I will say that. I've had a good chicken and waffles.
Yeah, no facts. But
Yeah.
I've also had great chicken and waffles at freaking IHOP, man. That's my favorite thing to order.
So, Grant, you're saying IHOP.
Yeah.
Noel, you're saying Denny's.
Now I think I'm saying IHOP too. But I do like the fact
IHOP.
that Denny's is 24 hours.
True.
But I like IHOP more overall.
I'm gonna have to be the outlier here and say Denny's. I've had more experiences with Denny's. Like I remember one of our former producers, Darren Wilkinson. One time, he just legit said, "Hey, I want to go to Denny's. You want to come?" And then I forget if you were there, Noel, but I think our friend Alex was there. And it was like 1 a.m. And we were there for like a long time. So I do like the fact that it is open 24 hours. If you're done with your Denny's meal, you can definitely go into the Pilot gas station that it's connected to afterwards.
There you go.
Because they are all connected to a fucking Pilot gas station. And yeah, and also I'm a baseball fan, so they have like the Grand Slam stuff, so baseball
It's
related.
like themed
Yeah,
well
I like the theme.
for you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
so I'm the outlier there.
All right, man. Ain't nothing
Alright.
wrong with that.
Oh
No,
yeah, for
die.
sure.
Die.
Oh, well, if you think you're gonna die and you want to go to a little slice of heaven, are you going to? And this may be I saved the best for last in terms of possibly the most maybe not heated, but like I don't know because they're very similar. Chili's or Applebee's?
Uh.
There's again only one answer.
Oh.
Oh wow! See, look
Really?
at that. Right off the top, Grant said only one answer.
One answer.
I'll
Okay.
let you go first, Grant.
Has to be Chili's. Like
Oh.
economically, they are the best deal for food right now. The Triple Dipper, like that accounts for they had like a 70% increase in sales the past quarter or something like that, and like 30% of their of that is because of the Triple Dipper. I might be
How much
messing
is
up.
it? I don't know.
I might be mixing up the 30% there, but a huge increase of that sales was because of the Triple Dipper. Explicitly, also because they added the Nashville Hot Moz in there, the mozzarella sticks. It's like mozzarella sticks, but it's breaded in like Nashville like coating.
Hmm.
That has just like it's blown up on TikTok. It has the you have like the cheese pull from that like right now, and then now they have like a 10.99 deal that again I sound like the biggest big back in the whole world right now because of this, but it's true. You get like a burger, a drink or something like that and chips for it, and it just makes so like economically it's much better than what McDonald's and Burger King are offering. If you go to Burger King and you get like burger, fries, drink, it's like getting close to $15 or something like that for a full meal. That's my
Nah,
soapbox.
no, you ain't
Sorry.
wrong. That was my
Wow. Claps all around, Grant. Come on.
My TED talk.
Yeah.
You had me looking at the thing, man. I see that now, the Triple Dipper. Okay, okay. No, man, this is nice.
I think you just made an honest man out of Noel. I
It was 11%.
was hoping this would
Sorry.
11%. Wow.
Of sales came from the Triple Dipper. Of that 70% sales increase, that's what it was.
Oh.
It's crazy.
I was really hoping that this is what the discussion would be. I kind of already had my answer. I flirted with Applebee's for a little bit. They had the I think 30-cent wing
Yeah.
deal recently. But you're getting basically bite-sized little nuggets that I was like, it's nice, but at the
30
same time,
cents?
I think it was 30 cents, or even less maybe. But at the end of the day, Chili's all the way, man. Chili's
I
all
would
the way.
have to say Chili's as well.
All right.
The,
They
Okay.
got a good amount of options for everybody. This is where you can get the honey crispers too, man. Oh my
True.
God.
They're so
The
yeah.
crispers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both got this is they got so much.
The issue with
And you ain't
Applebee's,
wrong, bro. Freaking Chili's a lot of these fast food spots are like way too expensive these days. So you're honestly better off just going to a restaurant. The one thing I guess I can say about Applebee's is that we love to use it in the car world because and you could easily turn Applebee's into Gapplebee's when you beat somebody in a race. You took them to Gapplebee's, you feel me? Oh man.
oh, because of the gap between.
Yes, indeed, between you and them because you beat them in the race. You're too fast, you feel me? That's the one thing I'll give to Applebee's. But yeah, Chili's is good. I've eaten there a good amount. So I would have to go with Chili's.
All right. So that was the last of the comparisons, but I have one final question for you guys. So we voted on 4 restaurants, like unanimously together. That was Olive Garden, Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are the remaining 4. Which one would you want to like? Like if you only had these 4 options for the rest of your life, but then you're only allowed to have one. This scenario doesn't fucking make sense. You can only
Zombie
choose one out of
apocalypse.
these. No, zombie apocalypse. Okay, so Olive Garden, Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, Buffalo Wild Wings. You can only choose one.
Wait, say it again, man.
Olive
For
Garden.
the ones that we swiped right, left, like all like right on, basically.
Yes.
Yes, all the ones that we voted unanimously on.
It was
Olive Garden,
yeah, Olive Garden
Chili's,
Cheesecake,
and
Buffalo Wild Wings.
yes. Okay. The rest of my life. I guess something that's got the most amount of options, you know what I mean?
if you do the most options,
Okay.
I feel like Cheesecake Factory just because of the
Chili's
depth, like
or
the depth of
cheesecake.
their. I was gonna say
menu?
cheesecake. Yeah, the menus like has a lot more depth.
It's a very big.
Chili's, I think I like the food
It's like
more.
I would be between both the both of those.
Yeah. I feel like
I would say Cheesecake Factory. Let me look at the menu just to make sure I'm
Okay.
feeling for real.
Yeah.
But
I mean B-Dubs has like the best probably drink selection. I would like to say because you can get like a long herd with that. Like they got some good beer there. Overall, and just in terms of drinks. But if you're gonna like survive off wings, like
that's a
you gotta
lot to be doing, bro.
you gotta have a strong stomach and a stronger toilet. You know.
Indeed, man. You
Yeah.
could eat the
This one's
fried
a tough one.
cauliflower and you know, get your veggies that way. But no, it definitely that's a lot of chicken for the rest of your life.
I mean, they do have celery and carrots at B-Dubs, but you know, I'd eat them with ranch because I'm a normal person.
No, you're not. If you were, you'd eat it with blue cheese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go cheesecake out of these 4.
I like Chili's food.
Damn,
most,
dude.
though.
Yeah, man. I would
'Cause,
also
like-
pick Cheesecake Factory. They got burgers on burgers. They even got the veggie burgers too for the veggie people out there. Indeed.
I think it's
We all
cheesecake.
picking Cheesecake Factory, it looks like, though.
We unanimously decided on Cheesecake Factory. If we had to choose between all 12 of these restaurants.
Well, folks, this has been a fun episode. We hope you have enjoyed listening to our thoughts as it relates to some of your favorite restaurants. Please let us know if you disagree with us. If you disagree with us, you're wrong. Just wanted to get that out the way. But thank you again for listening. Bye.
Bye.